I had planned to say thank you for inviting me, but they put me in this group. And you listen, I'm an OTA, so you heard what he was saying. I have to ask you one thing. Later on, I will ask a question. And I want you all to lift the hand, no matter what the question is. Would be very, very great. Thank you. So I learned two things from my colleagues here. The question comes now. Who knows eDreams? Thank you. So the thing I learned is, who knows Madigan? Okay, so the thing So the thing I learned, you're lying. The thing I learned is, don't trust Madigan. So,
strangers.
Another thing I learned was, Google is amazing. They do things you could never imagine. Leonor doesn't know me. She never saw me before in her life. After what I will say, she will never see me again. She was talking about micro moments. You got this? Micro moments? So she does not know me. Watch the clock. So I have 10 minutes now. It's not 20. It's not half an hour. It's 10. So she was able to convert my speech into a micro moment. Thank you. Thank you. No, okay. So, I have to say something else. So I'm from Spanish mother and from German father. This has advantages and disadvantages. So, disadvantage is language. So you know Portuñol, super. You know Spanglish. This is what I'm doing right now, so Spanglish. So this is a bad thing of being half-half. The other thing is we have sort of a bit of humor. And the bad thing is also that the emotions. I will show you later what the difference of a Spanish and a German is. I will take off my clothes for this. The good thing is that my father is my origin and my mother is the destination. So my father is German, origin. My mother's Spanish, destination. So I know both, which helps very much in a tourism environment. So to come back, who did this? So, oh yes, this is great. I will forward this. So this is the moment of showing you what the difference of a German and a Spanish is. A German says, who, how, wow. Extremely emotional. The Spanish would say, wow. So this is the difference. So, but this is, I wrote it down in the break, in the lunch break, because it is a real great conference. So many things were said, and I wanted to have a short recap before I start with my presentation. Regarding the micro moment of Google, and next question, just answer honestly. Do you have a mobile phone? Who has a mobile phone? Super. Can you please call home, say, darling, I'm going to be late? Because I will use my time. So, Madigan said OTAs shouldn't do these and that, and it's not good, etc. So I was invited some years ago, 20 kilos ago, I wanted to say, to be funny, because I was working in an airline. So Tourism Madeira invited me, so I made a conference with hoteliers. Was funny, me and 3 hoteliers, and I came here as an airline. So I switched last year. So I'm with eDreams now, nearly 1 year only. In the first conferences of the executive committee I'm in, I didn't understand a word. So airline is business. The airline's business is flying. the hotel's business is hospitality. The e-dreams or OTA's business are strange things like conversion and impressions and trading and searching and sorting. So now you have to decide, being a hotelier, do you want to be in the hospitality business or do you want to be in the trading digital business? I think we should all do what we are able to do. Short recap. It was really interesting what I saw during the day before lunch, and I wanted to recap a little bit. So I will not speak about OTA because I should not speak about impressions and data and all this kind of stuff, because you as destination and hoteliers, you are not in this business and it wouldn't help you. So I will talk more about the tourism itself. Technology and data was said have no emotions. This is right. Therefore, it will not help you in my speech. People make the difference, and this is what I will mention because I think this is extremely true. Me Too product. So if you, and this might be a problem of one of some of your clients, if you have a Me product, then the price is the only differentiator you have. If it's the price, then you need to be positioned on top, because if not, you are not sold. Google will confirm this. If you are not in the top 3 positions, then you are not clicked or sold. So you have to have the best price if you depend on the price because of a Me Too product. Taxi driver must go into school. I think it's true. I had one only in my career, so I'm now 24 years old. So I had only one taxi driver who was different to the other. So no taxi driver asks you which radio station you want to listen. Would be very easy to ask this. Would be a detail. It's like health insurance. No health insurance sends you the best wishes when you're in hospital. Seems to be so easy. In restaurant, it takes more paying than eating. Why? Because you don't make revenues anymore when you had your plate. So taxi drivers have to go into school. Why don't they ask us these things? I'm sure that they don't know. I'm sure in the destination, all this business, these micro businesses, they are not connected. They don't understand what we are talking here. They don't live, or they think they don't live from this. They should, because it would be much better, as everybody agreed. And then, why Lausanne? What is Lausanne? Lausanne, I think, is one of the most recognized and best known hotel school in the world. It's in Switzerland. So it's not in Spain or in Portugal. It's in Switzerland. Can somebody explain me this? So we have, I think Madeira was the first ever destination based on the marine people stopping here with a sort of touristic business. And then Spain started and followed. So in the early 50s, we had charter flights to Mallorca already. So there's no other destination in the world having so much experience as the Iberian countries. So the school should be here, shouldn't be there, but it's not. So conference and students, I would really ask you, as a conclusion of the first half day, to go to the origin. I will mention this later on again. I would have loved this Madeiran conference to be done in UK, for example, or to be done in Germany, because there it is where the people have to know you, because this is your origin. And the students, I think so many things were said, like converting taxi drivers into destination ambassadors. So it would be nice if part of these things could have been worked out with the students in a sort of workshops. So I will talk now about, so I have 10 minutes now. Leonor, could you convert this, please, in 20? Sorry. Okay, destination. I will rush through it. When I'm looking forward, thinking in vacations, I will not ask this, I will just tell you. I think in hotel, in destination, in beach, shopping experience, etc. When I'm looking forward to when the vacations ends, what I'm thinking, oh no, hopefully not, because of the destination, but normally I think in Home Sweet Home or something else. Never ever in the flight, despite the one's fear of flying. So, means flight is a commodity. 1 year ago, I would never have said that. 1 year ago, it wouldn't have been true, but time changes. So the end transport is a commodity. It's not the case with destination. It's not with the experience. It's not with the product. So what you have to do, just focus on source market. So you need to know the clients. I know this, I'm German. You need to know the destination. I know this, I'm Spanish. You need to know the hotel product. I know I worked in hotel and I was employee. I am employee. So these things are the most important ones. And as I have little time left, I will jump the next session and go directly to client and employees. This is not working. Yes. So I call it clienting. Are we all the same would be here the question. Your clients. Number 1 origin, number 2 origin, number 3 origin. Good. So are we all the same? No, for sure not. So it means we have to treat our people different. The clients are different. You cannot send, sorry for this, Chinese people to the beach. They are worse than English people regarding the skin sensitivity. So you have to offer them culture in these things. And UK people, no comment. Okay, so what, do we do this? And now I can go back to digitalization a little bit. No, we don't do this. Because this one here is this one. This one here is that one. And this one here is this, sir. So we don't do this. Not easy. And here it shows this, you have to be extreme specialists to be able to do this. So personalization, differentiation, segmentation is very important to do digital business. But especially important, and much more than that, in my opinion, is to provide the extremely best service to your clients. This is what you can do as a hotel. You will never be so good as eDreams in digital travel sales, or booking, or Google. You cannot. So, but we have no hotel room. We have no aircraft, so we need you. Some questions. Why does nobody receive us at the airport with a smiling? Why is the goodbye ceremony in an airport leaving us forced with a bad impression instead of saying, welcome back soon, etc., etc.? Why don't we use this area as a promotional partner to promote winter in summer and summer in winter? Why don't we do this? So easy. So you see the Chinese people, they copy. So we could copy. It's so easy to do this, what Tahiti does or what others do. So why don't we copy? So we have to establish an emotional connection with our customers, because it's not about the price. So the middle, I love the middle, Nespresso. Everybody knows from you Nespresso with the stuff? Okay. So Nespresso is like 30 or 40 euro cents a coffee. So if you take the traditional grandma coffee, it's like 3 or 4 cents. It's a great coffee. So we pay 10 times more to have the extreme same product, and probably the Nespresso product is not the same quality. So it could even be worse. But it's image, it's experience, it's emotion, it's something new. I'm sure that in 10 years, Nespresso will not have the same business model. So it's not about the price. Audis wouldn't exist if it would be about the price. So, but it's still. So you have to see the men when they buy a Porsche. It's never about the price. So how do we do good service? You see Pablo on, so it's a real example. I had to make the picture. I was in a hotel. And then I went to the room, and then I found this bathrobe, my name in. It's how is it called? It's sticked in, so está cosido. So yeah, so it's not a button, or it's not a. So it's really, so this is my bathrobe. So I called my wife and said, "Hey, darling, I have a bathrobe in my room with my name on." She has extreme criminal background, so she said, "Take it away. So take it home." I am extremely clever, and I said, when I take the bathroom home where my name is on, they know who it was. So I went to reception and said at the front office, "I have a bathrobe with my name on." Like it's like Google converting my speech into micro moments. So I was just stunning and sitting there like the last 20 minutes of Leonor and say, "Okay, what's happening here?" So, and then they said, "Yes, that you feel at home." And then I said, "Okay, this is my moment now." And I asked, "What do you do with my bathrobe when I leave the hotel on Friday?" I could stop here, but no. So what they said, because they said, "We keep it for your next stay." So they did, because I went back and I had the same. So next time I will make it something with a pen. I will make something to see. I tried to get the statistics of how many Pablos stay in this hotel. They said data are confidential. So who has to do this? So who has to give this kind of service? Who has, because this was not the bathrobe only. So in this hotel, what I said, so I came into the restaurant, I had to say there was 2 executive floors with about 40 rooms. So it's not 4 rooms, it's 40 rooms. Then I came into the extra restaurant and they said, "Good morning, Mr. Caspers." So they never saw me in their life before. Means somehow they Google you, they search. I didn't want to talk any good. So they search, and they didn't have a sheet of paper with 40 pictures printed, so that means they memorize. So I had a double espresso, and I went to they have like a bibliothèque, so I went 2 minutes. And I got my double espresso. Next day I came in again and they said, "Here, Mr. Caspers, hello morning. Here's your double espresso." So the year after I made the same. Again, "Hello, Mr. Caspers, here's your double espresso." They never saw me before in their life. And I said, "How do you do this?" And they said, "We talk with each other." So this is what they said. It was extremely impressive what they said. So who can do this? Just the employees. And I made trainings with my own staff, and then this is malas experiencias. So I asked them about their bad experiences. And you see some names here. Is Google on? No. So down at the right was MLH, but as nobody knows him, I took it out. So the bad experiences is always about the employee behavior. So you would have answered the same, Orange, Vodafone, whatever. Why? Because you called them once, they didn't treat you like you was expecting, etc. So it is always about the behavior of the employees. And this is a very nice picture. Did I say that I'm from Germany? So my father made me the favor to let me be born in Hanover. This is the most boring city in the world. So if you once want not to experience anything, travel to Hanover. It's not about a bad or a good image, it's about an image. So Hanover is really stunning. So what happens? So our customers and clients, 30 seconds, our customers and clients, they experience this during at least 4 months a year, at least. So if you want to train your people, your employees, of how to treat a customer in your hotel, send them to Hanover in winter. 4 months, working, etc., etc. Then they will come back with this mind tattoo. They feel this. It's not, they just saw it. No, they experienced 4 months of this. So then they come to your destination. What do they want? Hey, come on. They need vitamin D. They need the sun and the beach. They need your smiles. So no training in the world, no training institute in the world could show your people, your employees, the same as experiencing 4-month Hanover. So the last saying is, I like this very much. So the most frequent cause of death of enterprises is the insufficient capacity to adapt. To all of this was what's said today, and tomorrow it will be different. So Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer is my favorite example. So they disappeared, I think, in '95 because they went on doing movies and cinema like it was done before. And the funny thing here is that the most known thing, so the most famous thing, movie of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer is Gone with the Wind. Thank you.